Can you give us an example of a situation in which you notice traits and behaviors in a potential partner that concerned you?
Concern me?
Right off the bat. I mean, at the beginning.
Yeah.
We're trying to establish a system. Well, in my practice, that's what I do. I help people create a system for choosing relationships based on things that don't fit with them and based on unhealthy traits. So, not so much focusing on the qualities, but also focusing on the absence of negative traits.
Mhm.
And that's really important. And most people choose relationships only based on positive traits and on
Oh,
feelings.
got you. Yeah.
And, we could do a whole segment on that. That has limitations because it's loaded, right?
Hmm.
You feel good, there's attraction, and so
Yeah.
you idolize. But when you're looking at negative traits, which is going to make you not be happy. I
Hmm.
mean, think about it. How many people get divorced because of positive traits in the other person?
Oh, yeah, no.
You get divorced or separate because you
A
find
negative.
negative, unhealthy traits or traits that don't fit with you that you can't live with.
Hmm. True.
So the focusing on negative traits is really important in choosing a partner. So that's why I'm asking you, do you have an example of a situation in which you noticed traits or behaviors in a potential partner
So
that concerned you?
I would ask, could you guide me a little bit on that? Because I've never heard it put like that. So what do you mean by a negative trait? Like,
Well, a negative trait could be something that doesn't fit with you, that is negative for you, like, for example, religion or the fact that they want to
oh,
move to England and you
got
don't,
you. Okay.
or an unhealthy trait, something that is unhealthy, like, they overdrink
Hmm.
or they, I don't know, they're not honest,
Hmm.
or things that you consider non-negotiable, for
Got you.
example.
Okay.
So right off the bat, when
Wow.
you're evaluating a partner, it's important to look at these negative traits, because otherwise you wait a year, and this is what we're talking about. You wait a year, and then you start finding out that the person has limitations because all these positive traits have been at the forefront, and then they have run their course,
Okay.
and all of a sudden all these negative traits become obvious. So if you choose a relationship from the beginning looking at these negative traits, then you have a chance to really identify, you know, uh,
Hmm.
eliminate or weed out the people that are not going to be for you.
True.
So, so that's what I'm asking. Was was there any time where you noticed traits or behaviors in a potential partner at the beginning that were of concern, of real concern?
Yeah, probably. I've had half relationships pretty good and then half relationships crazy, right? So the crazy ones, it would be um, lying, which you don't know at first, but then it doesn't make sense what they say later, and then you catch them, right? And then you ask them, and then they finally admit, like, oh, well, I said that. They always have a reason. Well, I said that because of this. I said this because of that. It's like, but that doesn't make any logical sense. I can't give you a good example. I mean, I could, but yeah, okay. I mean, a prime example would be someone that I had dated, and she said she had to talk to her ex, and it was nothing big. And it's like, well, why didn't you say? And what did you talk about, right? So that's kind of like, but we're in a relationship, so why would you have to talk to the other person? That makes no logical sense. Like, but you've done it numerous times, right? And then allowing
But
that,
she told you about it. She was
well,
honest about it.
well, because I found out. That's
Oh,
why.
you found out.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
going through the phone. What was it? But then me. So to go with your, that's bad. I knew that was already a signal for that was kind of bad, but I went with it anyways because of all the, I love you and stuff like that on both parts. But
So you accepted it, but then it
I
came
knew
back.
in the back of my, yeah, and of course, and that's what came back. And actually, that's what kept coming back throughout the relationship. I would find out every now and then that she was talking to that person, and of course, in her case, she would like to say that it was just a friend or it's not a big deal or whatever. And so that's, what did you call it? Unhealthy or,
Unhealthy traits and behaviors.
yeah, that's a very unhealthy trait, right?
Right.
So yeah, I was her fourth marriage. She had already three divorces before that. So obviously she's continuing that unhealthy trait, if you want to be specific. But yeah.
Well, so lack of honesty is an important thing for you to spot. If that's a
Yeah.
non-negotiable for you, non-negotiable means that you're not going to accept it under any circumstance. So if you don't accept it under any circumstance, wouldn't it be better to actually try to spot these traits in people from the beginning. So that means there are ways of finding out if someone is honest. I mean, you look at their relationship with previous partners, you look at their relationship with their coworkers, with
Lie detector test.
friends.
No.
Well,
Just kidding.
it's counterintuitive to actually focus on negative traits at the beginning because most people don't want to do that. But at the same time, it saves you a lot of
No,
time.
it's true. I agree. Yeah.
If those traits are, you know for a fact that they will make you miserable, and those are important things for you to avoid in your life, then why not try to find to look to see if a person has those negative traits, and if they do, well, then there's no relationship.
And to go with that, you're totally right. I've had relationships like that, right, years before, and I think I just gave it a chance for whatever reason. But moving forward after that, no, I would never do that again. Yeah, because it's like they say. I mean, it's kind of common sense. The way you're gonna find someone and the way they behave or their friends, or whatever, it's why would they change overnight? It's not gonna happen like that. So